glad to tell you that you were coming tonight to a watch night service. The truth of the matter is, I couldn't really tell you what you were coming to. You were actually coming tonight. God invited you tonight. Listen, you may have heard an ad on the radio or on television. Some friend may have told you to come and meet me at Ebenezer, but God invited you tonight. And God wasn't just inviting you to a watch night service. God was inviting you to a funeral. Your own funeral. There is a part of you that needs to die. We're about to march into a new year and into a new decade, and there's some stuff. I wish I had some honest folk that needs to die. There are some issues that you need to bury. There are some old resentments that you need to bury. There are some bad habits that you need to bury. There's some fear that you need to bury. There's some insecurity that you need to bury. There's some guilt that you need to bury. There are some games you play with others, games you play with yourself that you need to bury. There's some hurt and some hatred that you need to bury. There's some jealousy and some envy and some malice and some strife that you need to bury. There's a season in your life that's already passed and you're still holding on and you need to bury. Is there anybody here tonight? Is there anybody in this sanctuary? Is there anybody under the sound of my voice? Are there any real people who would admit that there are some things that you need to bury? I dare you to stand on your feet. I dare you to think about that thing that you need to bury. I dare you to think about that issue that you need to bury. I dare you to think about that relationship that doesn't need to go in 2010. I dare you to bury it tonight. Hold it in your head. Hold it in your heart. This is your funeral. There are some things that you ought to commit to the grave. You came to a funeral tonight, earth to earth. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Some things ought to die, because if it dies, you can be a new creature. If it dies, you can have abundant life. If it dies, you can be all that God intends for you to be. Anybody ready to bury some stuff?